Hi everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. This is just a real quick thing. I only have like 10-15 minutes before I have to go feed the Oscar. So I thought I would pop in and just show. Someone had asked about creating pebbles or bubbles as far as stippling around a design. And at this time there is no stippling function that looks like this. You never know what can happen in the future, but it was super duper easy to create this. It only took me a few minutes using StitchArtist Level 1. Now, as you can see in the sample here, they're on the left side and then the right side, there's two different styles. So if you want to make sure that they don't overlap, which looks more like pebbles, then you need to pay attention to how you're moving and adjusting your circles and how they connect, because there's no jump stitches in either one of these. The one on towards the right hand side that's overlapping, that's bubbles, that's actually easier, or at least more forgiving, I should say. So let's just pop in the software and I'll show you quickly how I did this so that you can create this on your own. So this is my design here, and it's just I brought in an applique apple and I have my design. So this could be any design that you had, or maybe just leave an open space in the middle and use it as a cameo and pop in other designs. Now, the thing is, as far as you want to plan this so that you don't have to do more work afterwards. And what I mean by planning, let me just run this Stitch Sew simulator so that we can see how it stitches. So we have the apple that's stitching first, and watch in the lower right left-hand corner. I'm starting, that's one circle, and then right below it's the next circle, then the next circle, and when I created my objects, I created them one right after another so that I knew they were going to start in that lower corner, and the next one I created would touch that one would touch that one. So it was just drawing and creating shapes as I go. Not hard to do, just required some planning. So let's go into our blank design with the apple in it. And we're going to start, I just start in the lower left corner because that's my habit. I have a new design started and I need to be in create mode. Now, one of the things, since we're working with circles or bubbles, they're perfectly round. So using the flyout tool, it's very simple. And you're going to just want to make sure that you pay attention to the order in which you create them. So I'm going to hold down my shift key so that while I draw, and I'm going to just start here in the lower corner and make sure that it fits. Move it into place if you want to. I'm just drawing lines right now because I'm going to do everything all at once afterwards. So I started with this one. So the next one, if I wanted it small, big, whatever it is, I just created one. I'm going to click on the circle tool again, click, hold, and draw, and create another one. Now, this one, if I want it to be all the way to the edge, if I want a space, a gap, I need to pay attention to that. So I need to make sure that it touches the first one and it's going in this direction here. So my next one, where do I want that and what size do I want? If I go down here at the bottom, I have to figure out a way to get back to the top. So for me personally, I'd probably fill up maybe to the halfway point and then come back down and then go through it. So again, I'm going to be clicking on my circle tool, click, hold, drag my circle, move it into place. These are just bubbles. I'm purposefully making them bigger or smaller, whatever size you want them to be so that they fill up this space and they're connecting with one another. So now the next one, and what I meant to say is that I'm drawing them freehand so that they look organic. I'm holding down my shift key so that they're perfect circles, but I want some to be smaller, some to be bigger. Maybe I'll leave some space in there so that I'll do it this. Let me put this one over here. This is all artistic, okay, guys? This is not perfect because bubbles are not perfect. Bubbles are kind of crazy. There are all sorts of different sizes. And even if these are pebbles, the only one where I need to make sure is where they're attaching is the last one. So this one I created has to attach the last one because in your object list, they're going one right after another. So think of it. I'm going to be creating this whole thing of bubbles. I got a few more minutes so I can create a few more. This one here, just make them bigger so that they fill in this space. I put this one over here. I'll make this one smaller. This one here. And if you sing to yourself as you're doing this, it does make more sense. Okay. Whoopsie. That one's a bad one. Make sure you hold down your shift key if you want them perfectly circled. Okay, so I'd continue on throughout the whole thing, okay? Once I have them all done and in all order, I would select my whole design, go up here to where it says Run Stitch. Now, if I have my jump showing, you'll see there's jumps all over the place. Okay, so I hit the J key on my keyboard, which is what turns the jumps on and off. However, into the create mode, and this is in level 1, if I go to auto entry exit, look at that. All those jumps disappeared because I had them in the correct order right here as I drew them because I was paying attention. Easy peasy. Now, I'll just work on the second quadrant just to show you it's actually easier to work with this if you want them to overlap each other. Oh, I want this to stay artwork because I don't want to be concerned about stitches. So I'm just clicked on the next one, went to artwork. When you're doing it this way, and oh, you can make them ovals, it doesn't matter. They can overlap each other. And you just have to make sure that this one overlaps to this one, which is going to touch this one, which is going to touch this one. As long as the last one you worked on was overlapping, you're good to go. This one has to go and touch this one here at the top. And I'm boxing myself into this corner just because, you know, I only made that one oval. And I can rotate it maybe so that, whoops, bleh. Nah, I really like the circle ones better. I shouldn't have done the ovals, but anyway. I did another one just to be crazy here. But you get what I'm saying here, right? Right? This is making sense, guys? Okay. So now I have this one here, and these are all lines. Looking, and they're all done in order. So let me go and select all of these guys. Let me just change their color so that they're something completely different. Click on single run, go to create mode, auto entry exit, and all those jump stitches went away. And that's because I pathed them. Easy to do, super duper simple. The thing is to have your plan, because if I backed myself into this corner right down here, this was my last one, I can't start going up to the top. So I need to think about how, if I was doing it all continued this way, I would continue this way and go up and around and all the way down to the other side and end over here. So circular function around my apple. So hopefully that all made sense, guys. And quick and easy, I made my 10-minute mark because I got to go feed this guy because he's getting big and he wants to eat on a regular basis. And but I thought I'd pop in and show you guys how easy it was to create this easy peasy geometric shape squiggle. Have fun, guys. Take care. Bye.